Dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 spot. The Rockets perpetually knocking on the door. At what point, though, Bill, do you think their window will close?
I think that point happened in May of 2019. I think they had 2 years to win the title where everything was lined up for them. 2018, they're up 3-2 against the Warriors. The Warriors are tired. They seem like they're fading. They can't close. I think the key for them is the difference between being a regular season team and a playoff team. They're a great regular season team, but the playoffs every year become more and more complicated, smarter, more. You got to come up with a plan C, a plan D, a plan E as the series goes along. And their plan A is kind of what they ride with. They get tight, the crowd gets tight, things slow down. What's your plan B? And they haven't been able to figure that out.
Westbrook against Ball. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Williamson's got the first points of the night for the Pelicans. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Ball against Westbrook. Ball feeling it out a bit. Ingram wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's House. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. That's going to send Drew Holiday to the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up. The Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
And so just over a minute and a half played. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's rebounded by Derek Favors.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Pass to Tucker. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
A difficult cover on the break. Tucker can beat you both squaring up and at the rim.
Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like the next thing to do is just to... Can you help other people get to where they should get?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So
No.
what were your dreams?
My dream initially was just to write a sports column that people read. That's what I wanted forever, yeah. And then the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next, but taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
Here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Williamson, the pass to Holiday. Now here's Williamson. He's covered by Westbrook. Out to Favors. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Near the 3-point line, it's Ingram. No good that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. Here's House. And it's Williamson with the rebound. New Orleans in the lead. And Holiday has it in the corner. No good from outside.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
The Rockets with another miss. Last outing for the Pelicans, it was a loss to the Kings. Ingram outside. Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet. We don't know what planet
He is
was.
otherworldly.
It wasn't Earth. I think he just got dropped from some satellite. Yeah, this all starts with.
I love it too, don't you? I love the fact
do.
we've got players from Latvia and Greece and all over playing.
What's cool about it is they all kind of have distinct identities and quirks, and one of the things that makes somebody like Doncic so much fun to watch is he's not like anybody else. Like, he's close to James Harden, but he's also that step back three that he was taking that he's been making his whole life. Other than Harden, nobody was even really shooting it that way, you know? And I think there's an unselfishness with the European guys that is really useful for the way the American style.
100% agree.
They really, guys move without the ball, it's give and go, and it's not just like clear out, I'm up.
Yeah.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging about 26 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Well, free throw off from Westbrook.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
With some arc, Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Houston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Harden has a wide-open look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book.
That's a great idea.
There's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys. They're good at pointing. They're good at fist pumping. First guy during the timeout running over.
Chest bumps.
They have handshakes.
All of it, yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really figuring out how to affect the game.
Good. I like that. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
He does not lack for confidence. And he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Here's Ingram. Williamson dishes to Ingram. Holiday against Harden. And the pass to Williamson. He kicks it to Ball. Favors. And there's Favors putting it right back in. Favors has got 6 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
He's 0 of 1. From the line, missing on his first trip.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just one season, I think it's been remarkable.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. That one drops. He ties it up. Bill defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the landing space. And all that stuff. Like,
well, what would you call
load management? We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
Just like work, yeah. Just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one.
Gathering the ball.
Never said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. Knocks down the three ball.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
The numbers here for Drew Holiday. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. 5th in assists, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Redick passes to Williamson. Holiday goes in, poked away, out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And here are the best transition teams in the NBA. We're looking at the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
Here's Westbrook. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's got 18 points in the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Ingram outside. It's deflected. Good. Williamson's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
And you admire that assertive aggression from Williamson. Goes right at you when he's in his comfort zone.
Bill, if you were building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's
still
turning
young
25 this year. I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Mm-hmm. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. The way I like to watch the running styles, and the game just comes so easy to him. He's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball. That's how I pick.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Houston. Ben McLemore comes in for James Harden. That's good from Westbrook. Here's Hart. Really had troubles in that loss to Sacramento. Outside, Redick. Back to Hart. Jackson against Westbrook. A floater. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's Hart. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Pass to Redick. Launches it. That shot off the mark. Gordon with the defensive effort. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Count that one. And the Rockets lead by 5.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
You've been producing documentaries, going deeper into athlete stories, which I know you love, because I think you're curious more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what drew you to that process?
Initially, it was we dove into these stories. We thought that was the inefficiency of, instead of these big, broad type of documentaries, concentrate on events and players and moments and things like that. And I think as you get into that and you start doing it, it just becomes intoxicating. And the cool thing about it is no story should be told the same way you would tell somebody else's story. You just don't know. You got to figure it out. Like we had Steve Nash his last Lakers season. He wanted to do a documentary about it. And then we spitballed it, and we decided it was actually a better idea to do an in-the-moment digital series about it that you could experience in real time with the thing. And it was the right idea, and that was really good. I think trying to figure out what story clicks the best with an athlete, how to tell whatever story they have correctly is the coolest part of it.
Back to Hart. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Westbrook, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half-and-half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 23. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Puts up a 3. Pelicans pull it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. Hart the pass to Melly. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Gordon against Redick. Lets a floater go. Tucker can't get it to go. The Pelicans trail. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Redick with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From deep. And that one released in time, but no good.
Like the scrappiness of Gordon on defense there. I mean, a solid defender who stays right with his man.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Back to the action after this word. Now a chance to hear shooting guard Eric Gordon talk about their key to winning.
It's all about not making mistakes, getting rebounds, and getting good stops to really push the pace up. And I think when we do that, we always are at our best.
And Greg, nowadays it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against them.
They've got McLemore. Green is out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Gordon in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. McLemore dishes to Rivers. Offline with his three.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Rivers looking over the floor. And Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. You know, that with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability, exactly.
And
there's nothing anonymous about it.
No. And we have really good numbers and metrics now, and I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. And
I really care
Our
about
name
it.
is attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, like, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. Like, they're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point. And the wide open shot from Redick. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Gordon. Six on the shot clock. Rivers with it. Now guarded by Redick. And here's Gordon from outside. Here's Hart. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Jackson against Rivers. Outside, Green. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range. Green's got 5 now.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. Pelicans shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Robert Covington's checked in for Green. Daniel House comes in for Gordon. And it's Harden in for Ben McLemore. Rockets leading by 3. Now Rivers. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers. Ball with the rebound. Here's Hart. And the Pelicans miss again. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Exceptional strength. Harden is so smart at creating opportunities to get to the free throw line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
That free throw, no good.
One of the hardest and trickiest covers in the league. Harden, not just a superb scorer, but also an amazing passer, which really makes him really hard to guard.
Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for Josh Hart. And he can't hit the second.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Goes up on the block, and he hits the jumper for 2.
The reach of a center, the touch of a guard. Ingram, a talent.
Harden against Holiday. Harden, that's good. And the Rockets lead by 3.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now, here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Knocks it loose. It's Ingram on the wing. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Ball with a wide-open look. It's good. This game is all even. Ball's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Rivers against Ball. Pass to Harden. Back to Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Ball, no good. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. The 3, good on the three-point shot.
Over the last few years, I think Harden has fine-tuned his playmaking skills. A threat for double-digit assists every night.
And here is Ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. New Orleans making a switch here. Favors is checked in.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Free throw good, James Harden.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Ingram kicks to Ball. The pass to Williamson. Back to Ball. Pulls it up. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Here's Williamson. 6 points for him. He's off on that one. Fires from deep. Harden can't hit. Pelicans trail by 4. Pass to Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. The Rockets have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Rivers against Ball, over Holiday, and that one goes long. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. Williamson dishes the ball. Knocked away. Holiday with it. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around it, just his effort level was off the charts.
Harden outside. Launches a 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Ball's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front. Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Holiday against Harden. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
I really appreciate how Harden handles contact, staying in control of his body, and tremendous balance.
Holiday looking over the floor. To the middle. Williamson kicks the ball. From deep three-point range, that one no good. And Houston the other way now. Harden right side. He sinks the 11-footer. Now it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
And you know, Harden's a high percentage shooter from mid-range. If you don't close fast on him, he'll burn you.
Passes the ball. Outside Holiday. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now here's Covington. He's guarded closely. Rivers against Ball. Rivers passes to House. From deep. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by House. Harden's got 12.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off, timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Green comes in for Robert Covington. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Rivers. Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Harden, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Ingram passes to Favors. Over Westbrook. And the Pelicans miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Green slams it in.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Ball finds Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. Can they get it? The Rockets pull it in. Tucker's got 4 rebounds in this game. And a special thanks to our guest, Bill Simmons. Always a compelling discussion, and I hope we can continue.
Please, I'm available. Just call me. I'm ready.
I will.
All right,
There's your number right here on my speed
You
dial.
have my number. Call me.
And Clark, you know what? Bill will always give you a great point of view.
And you know what? I think he needs his own barbershop talk show, Kevin. I mean, he's done everything else in media. Go barbershop on him, Bill.
Ingram against Gordon. Ball. A beautiful reverse layup. Ball's got 9 points in the quarter.
You know what? The size Ball possesses, guys, as a point guard is really a nice asset, especially when the defense tries to be physical.
Count that bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now Holiday. He's got 6. Ingram outside. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Ingram's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I think it's critical that Ingram's confidence continues to grow. I mean, and I think possessions like that will only help him moving forward.
Now here's Harden. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. And so it's the Houston Rockets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, what's the most important thing for you offensively so far?
Just trying to stay in attack mode, man. Moving the ball. You know, they force you to make the extra pass, and guys doing a good job of that tonight. Just try to come out and give my team some energy.
Russell, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He had 25 points, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
The difference so far, no one can stay with Westbrook. He sees control of the pace, and we know how aggressive he can be once he gets on the roll.
Kenny, let's get your opinion on New Orleans.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. The mid-range jump shot, you've talked about this a lot, is still valuable if you can hit it with consistency.
Yeah, and if it's a quality shot, Kevin, I think you should shoot it. Move the defense, move the ball to get a quality shot, and I think one of the very best at knocking down the mid-range jump shot, Kevin Durant clearly. But how about Chris Middleton? Elite mid-range jump shooter, and DeMar DeRozan as well has a strong mid-range game too.
So the Pelican 5 right now. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Holiday against Harden. Covington in the corner. Houston needs to get a shot up. Shoots over Ball. Westbrook, no good. And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 6. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Ball dishes to Ingram. Back to Ball. Pass to Williamson. Over House. And there's Williamson on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight.
Ball, such a terrific passer. He seems to have a sixth sense, nice feel, which is hard to teach.
Kicks it out to Harden. Takes the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 15.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. And the layup is good. Williamson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is, guys, he's only going to keep getting better.
For 3, Westbrook. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Ball kicks to Favors. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Ingram dishes to Favors. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 10.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Westbrook surveying the D. And he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 30.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
There's the pass to Williamson. For 3, Ingram. It's rebounded by Houston.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Williamson. Lays it up off the glass.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Houston leading by 6. Outside Westbrook. Kicks it out to Harden. Passes it to House. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Tipped away. Stolen by Holiday. Westbrook with the steal. Harden against Holiday. For 3, Westbrook. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Ingram outside. Banked in off the glass. Now just a 2-point Rocket lead.
And the speed Ingram has makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls. I mean, he constantly keeps them on skates and wondering what's next. Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Houston making some changes. Damari Carroll's checked in for Robert Covington. Then McLemore comes in for Danuel House. And it's Rivers in for James Harden. Hart the pass to Redick. Fires the 3. The Rockets pull it in. Tucker's got his 8th rebound here tonight. For 3, Westbrook. No good there. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start. Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Free throw good, Westbrook. Mark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much. And a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with the guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
That one good for 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
To the paint, here's Tucker. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Tucker's got 9.
And though lacking some height, Kevin, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
Here's Hart. He has 6. 5 on the clock. Down low. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by Tucker.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Tries a 3. Westbrook, no good. Pelicans trail by 9. And here is Williamson. He's got 17. Jackson down low. He's covered by Westbrook. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
In that game against the Spurs, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And that one falls for Jackson. So for the Rockets, Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker, and Gordon subbed in for Rivers. And the Pelicans also making a change. Hayes is checked in. And so Jackson nails both of them. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. They've led by as much as 10. From past the arc, drills the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 43 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Pass to Hayes. Redick surveying the D. The pass to Hayes. Shot clock at 5. Let's go. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. Ball comes in for Frank Jackson. McLemore with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. to the inside, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Well, we don't think of point guards as rebounders necessarily, but here are the ones that have corralled the most boards in the last month of the NBA. Russell Westbrook, number 1. Lonzo Ball is second.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Absolutely. I mean, that's no coincidence. The ability to have an impact everywhere on the floor, not just on the perimeter. I think that's what separates a lot of the great point guards from the good ones.
Free throw no good from Gordon. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes. Break in the action. Here's some numbers for Ball. 11th in assists, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. Here's Hart. 6 points for him. Pass to Okafor. Now Ball. 4 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple. Now here's Westbrook. He's guarded close. Lays it up and banks it in. Westbrook's got the lead up to 14 now for Houston. New Orleans has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Westbrook against Ball. The Rockets pull it in. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside, Carroll. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Making dunking look second nature. I love how hard Carroll throws it down.
Passes it to Hart. Now Ball. He's got 12. Here's the teardrop. And the layup is good. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's got great speed, Ball does, Kevin. This guy is really good at finding ways to slither through the defense.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Outside, Redick. Pass to Hayes. And Damari Carroll is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. So for the Rockets, P.J. Tucker comes in for Jeff Green. And Robert Covington subbed in for Damari Carroll. Okafor kicks to Ball. For 3, Eric Gordon with the rebound. Rockets leading by 14. For 3, Westbrook. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 5 rebounds tonight. The pass to Hayes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists now in the game. The Rockets shooting at 51%. Really solid. For 3, Westbrook. No good.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Covington kicks to McLemore. That 3 off the mark. Pelicans trail by 11. Outside, Redick. Here's Ball. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Ball's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pelicans.
Even before Lonzo filled into his frame, he had a gift for rebounding, and the stronger he gets, I think the more of those he's going to come up with.
Now here's Gordon. The tray. No good. Shot missing. And we've reached the end of the third. Rockets lead by 9. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Pelicans trail by 9. Harden and Gordon are out on the wing. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Ball against Covington. Back to Favors. Clock at 6. Shoots over Tucker. And that one's good by Favors.
And he should thank the D for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Harden kicks to Westbrook. 3-pointer on the way. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. It's a 10-point game. Right side Favors. Ingram outside. Ball's knocked loose. And it's Houston on the break. Westbrook leading the charge. Fires the 3. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Rebounded by Covington. And team on the wing. Harden jacks up a 3. Pelicans pull it in. Ball's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Harden against Holiday. In the corner, it's Ingram. From about 16, that shot off. And the Rockets take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Double team on Westbrook. Kicks it out to Covington. Another miss by Houston.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Holiday dishes the ball. The kick out to Holiday. Oh, good on the triple. Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Westbrook, no good. Pelicans trail by 10. Ingram with it. Now Covington defending. Ingram against Covington. Pass to Hayes. Stolen by Westbrook. They push it up 4 on 3. Harden inside the three-point line. The Rockets with another miss.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Outside Holiday. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Houston leading by 10. Williamson is checked in for Hayes. Now a timeout called by Houston. And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
Sideline, our reporter David Aldridge.
And during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Gordon, the pass to Harden. Nailed from three-point land.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Williamson kicks to Ingram. And here's Holiday. Knocked loose. Stolen by Harden. Here's Westbrook. Good, he hits again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Passes it to Favors. Harden against Holiday. Kicks it to Williamson. Got a piece of it. Covington with the steal. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Ball with the rebound.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Pass to Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. Over Gordon. And that one's good. Ingram.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers, guys, in his sleep. I mean, the defenses can't allow him to get going from there. That's his sweet spot.
Harden against Holiday. Harden kicks to Westbrook. Harden with it. To the inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Holiday.
You know, no matter how you feel about James Harden, you've got to respect his love for the game. I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball, and that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
throw good, James Harden. And Clark, last year Harden was quoted in saying, most players don't really love basketball.
Well, I don't know about most. That seems a bit extreme. Maybe he feels that they don't love it as much as he does, which certainly you could understand. But I can say that very few players have the drive and determination to improve their game the way Harden has. That's part of why he's been an MVP.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. They trail by 16. It's rebounded by Houston.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Holiday against Harden. Now here is Holiday. Defense is right there. Ingram outside. Over to the left wing. Here's Williamson. The offensive rebound. And that one's good by Favors.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Westbrook. The dish to Tucker. And stolen by Favors. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Good work defensively by Harden.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Westbrook, no good. Pelicans trail by 16. Ingram outside. From 12 feet out. The Rockets pull it in. Covington's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Gordon, the pass to Westbrook. A three-pointer off the mark. And the Pelicans with the possession. Williamson dishes the ball. Williamson kicks to Holiday. Sweet little floater.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Houston leading by 14. Here's Westbrook. Outside Covington. Westbrook double team. Gordon with no one around. And the three off target. Pelicans trail by 14. Ingram passes the ball. He kicks it to Holiday. Back to ball. From outside the arc. Westbrook with the nice D there. And for the Rockets, they're shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Gordon finds Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Covington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Covington is always looking to shoot the ball. I mean, which in turn forces defenders to get extra aggressive with him when he's going up with the shot.
At the line for 2.
And that one misses.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc, and he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination, nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work too.
Houston making a switch here. House is checked in, and the Pelicans making a change here as well. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. Good on the second free throw. Pelicans trail by 15. Now ball. It's Redick on the wing, and so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Rockets on defense. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Williamson.
Boy, this is where Tucker really makes his hay. I mean, able to defend on ball as well as in help situations.
Ingram passes to Williamson over House. And it's Williamson missing. Houston leading by 15 to the middle. Here's Harden. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them. Well, I tell you what, you just cannot help but be in awe of the offensive dominance James Harden has had over the last few years. I mean, he's done so much for this team and done it with both his scoring and playmaking.
Free throw good from Harden. And when you look at usage rates, Harden is the offense for this team.
Yeah, you look at Harden's numbers over the last few years, and it has been absolutely ridiculous what he's done. I mean, there's no player who's had a better three-year stretch in the history of the league. 30-plus points per game seasons the last few years, the near triple-double the year before. I mean, he's a marked man for every opponent, and he's still been able to put up these kinds of numbers. Absolutely amazing.
Westbrook with the bucket.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Ingram. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, his teammates calling him the slender man. Brandon Ingram, not much more than 200 lbs, but adding strength has been a focus.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good. And with Brandon Ingram and his size, he could benefit from adding a few pounds.
Well, you know, his teammates call him Tiny Dog. Dog because of his determination. That's a positive thing. The tiny part in reference to his slight frame. Time to bulk it up, young fella. Weight room.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And, you know, guys, for Ingram, the free throw line's been a trouble spot. Seems to me that he's not been able to get a consistent routine in approaching free throw shooting.
Harden, no good. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. 17-point game. Here's Williamson in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And we often talk about how powerful Williamson is. There, he shows a little finesse. You got to like that combination.
Another bucket. Wow. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Ball, the pass to Reddick. He dishes it to Ingram. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive. The second overall pick in 2016, a lot of expectations for Brandon Ingram. If anything, he puts that pressure on himself. This is a young man that wants to be great.
And that one falls for Ingram. And Clark, they say Brandon Ingram, his own biggest critic. Does all his frustration and worry become, you think, a hindrance?
I think it can be, guys. I mean, you can't weigh yourself down with self-frustration and self-criticism. It can keep you from being your best. At the end of the day, his talent is obvious. I think he's got tremendous upside, but that piece of the mentality that he brings has to be balanced out a bit.
Covington's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 14. Here's Williamson. Out to Favors. Dishes it to Redick. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Even with a man all in his jersey, Redick has the skill and concentration to make you pay on those jump shots. It's real simple for him.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. New Orleans has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. A drive by Redick. By Tucker.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Rockets.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And this will make it 21 victories for them on the year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Russell Westbrook.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
And the first one at the line is good. He doesn't get the second one. Well, for New Orleans, shooting here about 46% for the game. Redick finds ball. Now here's Redick. And there's the pass to Favors. Back to Redick. Three-pointer. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Excellent confidence from Redick. Really good. I mean, taking his time, his form, textbook.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
It's Harden with the drive, and it's Williamson with the rebound.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Rivers. So Houston wins it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Russell. We often are told that the first game at home after a long road trip is like the last game of the road trip. How important was getting this win here?
It's huge, man. Coming off a loss last night, a tough one, and it was a great win for us. Got back in front of our home crowd, and we played great.
We'll see if the home cooking can keep you going. Thanks, Russell.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.